Have you been inspired to paint a leaf that has a lot of weathered texture, but you're not quite sure how to capture all the interesting details? This heliconia leaf is in my backyard, so we're going to use it loosely as our example. The paint colors are raw umber, cobalt blue, Winsor violet dioxide, permanent sap green, green gold, burnt umber, and Winsor yellow. And if you don't have all of these colors, I'll show you how you can simplify and mix them. When these big leaves grow, they come out green, vibrant, and supple. As they age, their details tell the story of many happy days in the sun, wind, and rain. I find these weathered and experienced leaves to be remarkably beautiful. If I'm painting a banana plant or a stalk of heliconias, I'll paint in leaves that have interesting imperfections that are caused by time and life. The nature of this big broad leaf is that it's papery. Eventually the wind will break the leaf apart along its ridged lines like scored paper. I find that the added color variations contribute to making this otherwise big green leaf even more striking. These features of time I've come to greatly appreciate. I am finding more beauty and imperfection with each passing year. Can you relate to this? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. I'm artist Jenny Floravita. Welcome back to my art studio. We're going to begin with the lighter colors of the leaf, and I'm going to be mixing raw umber and various tones of really light blues. I'm using cobalt blue here and the Winsor dioxide, and I'm going to just draw in the details a bit. I've done a little bit more of a sketch for you than I normally do, just so you can kind of see where my patterns are going to be for the burnt and crispy areas of the leaf. This painting took well over an hour to create, but I'm going to show you in fast motion halfway through the painting. At this point, I'm painting in real time. We'll focus on this one section here so that you can see an entire section come together, and then we'll speed up the rest of the painting. I'm looking carefully at my leaf subject, and I'm going to be capturing the base colors in their lightest hues first. I'm using a size 6 brush that has a really nice tip, and I'm using that for drawing, and then in other instances I'm turning it on its side and creating those nice papery textured sections. If you don't have green gold, you could take the Winsor lemon or a yellow color and mix that with another green that you have and basically get a green gold. So I'm also incorporating a flat brush in some areas, and that's going to help me grab those nice papery textured sections of the leaf. Notice how I'm always taking my brush and I'm the direction of whatever I'm painting. So those nice papered textured sections, I'm going upwards and downwards, and I'm creating the shape of the leaf as I go. The burnt umber colors add a warmer tone, and I need to bring that in. I'm going to eventually be mixing the burnt umber with the cobalt blue, and that's going to give me kind of almost a black color. And the burnt umber I'm going to use sparingly, same with the Winsor yellow. Looking at those details, and I'm creating the squiggly little lines where I see them. My paper's almost drying, and then some of the paint is put in wet into wet. Some of it is put in where the paper is almost all the way dry, and that allows for some nice soft bleeding. And sometimes I'm letting those sections dry completely so I can get those crispier lines that you see where the leaf basically has been weathered by the sun. Here's a little sneak peek into my studio. At this point, I'm going to speed up the process about 5 times, and you can watch the rest of the painting come together in real time without having any of my brush strokes edited out. This will show you everything the entire way that I painted this. I think there's value in watching it first in real time so that you can see how long something like this takes me to create, and you can have your own expectations for if you decide to try a similar project. And it's basically a careful buildup of color and marks. And I'm not 100% following my reference photo from my backyard. I'm going with the flow. You don't have to be exact. If you follow some of these techniques, you'll be able to create your own interesting weathered sections. And then if you find that a leaf has too much weather, you can adapt it to change how you want it to look. A green leaf isn't necessarily just green. It's going to have blues and golds, and it might have a cool green and it might have a little bit of a warm green. Those areas are in the background colors, they're in the shine colors. In this upper section, I've also incorporated a little bit more of the Winsor violet dioxide with a little bit of the raw umber, and that's creating those nice violet colors. I just saw more of those colors in that part of the leaf. Varying the colors in a leaf, because remember, a leaf like this isn't just green. You're going to see greens, you might see blues, where it's shiny, you might see a little bit of violet. All of those color variations just occur naturally. It depends on if the leaf's in the sun, or if there's a shadow section as the leaf curves. Because I think when people look at a leaf, they'll see green. It's green, it's a green leaf. But really there's all these wonderful colors. And that's one of the things that I love so much about banana leaves. Leaves like this, big leaves, giant bird of paradise leaves, heliconia leaves. I love these big tropical leaves because they're so interesting, and the more weathered they are, the more beautiful they are to me. If you find value in my painting techniques, please like and subscribe, hit the bell notification. This helps my small channel to grow. And leave me a comment and let me know what you think of this painting tutorial. I'm creating new painting tutorials every week on my studio channel here. And if you'd like to see my original oil and watercolor paintings and my reverse painted glass chandeliers, you can visit my website, floravitalights.com. Thank you. See you in the next video.